happy today. It's the day. Oh yeah, Ashe. Mm. Oh, it's kind of bright. I'm gonna turn it this way. Okay. Greetings, y'all. Greetings. It's a day. It's a day. It's a day. What up, though? Thank you for coming up in here and liking the video and all that goody good. I see y'all come through. What y'all talking about, though? What's this lovely 222022 day? Welcome. It is a one vibrational day altogether. 10. We can look at it as the Wheel of Fortune. Welcome, darling. The wheel. Let's look at the wheel from this deck. I want y'all to hold on. Give me a second. Let me look for this right quick. We're looking for the wheel card in this Intuit Oracle deck because it has some words on here. Right? There it goes. Got some words on here. Welcome. Okay. And it's a 2-2 day. 22. Those of you with a life path 22, what up? Life path 1, what up? All life paths, but we on a 22 in a 1 vibrational day. Some of you may be at a personal year of a 1 as well, which is all about new beginnings anyway. But this 2-2 is about partnership, companionship, building in all areas, but with a balanced partnership, right? Balance being physical and spiritual. Working together. Tandem bicycle. I think that came out yesterday, did it not? Whenever it did. It probably was on the live on Instagram. I don't remember. It's whatever. Looky here. Okay, I got you. Not to worry. Little mama, you'll get your reading soon. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to check on the collective energy, and those of you who are interested in your own personal energy, I already see one coming through here, on your own personal energy for this 2-2 day. Okay, let's dive in deeper into this, and then we'll get into the energy for our messages. All right, let's see a little something. Let me move this over here before they try to get me for my music playing games. Hold on. Don't mind the facial expressions. Happy born day to your mommy. Ashe. On Oyaz Day. Yes. So it says here, it's a number of telling you that you're on the right track and that your dreams are about to become a reality. So here's one thing you want to set your intentions on throughout these messages. What are you wishing for? We're not going to focus on what you don't want. She's a twin also. Wow. I love that. You know. And it also indicates that your angels have your back and ready to help you whatever they can. And whatever they can help you with is wherever you allow them to by asking. Asking shall receive. Okay. So these personal messages that those of you are interested in will be general. All right. But also as we're going through your message, definitely this will be a conversation between you, source, and me as the conduit to relay these messages to you. So set your intentions, focus on what you want. However, energy never lies, okay? Because it can't be created or destroyed, it just is. So the messages that come through are going to be the messages that Source wants you to know at this current moment, because that is what you're prepared to handle. However, there may be things that come through up in there that you may not be prepared to handle, that you think that you may not be prepared to handle, but Source feels and knows your soul, knows your heart. It's not going to focus on your flesh. 22 is also connected to that Taurian energy, the Taurus energy. And we know that to be ruled by Venus. So solid core values, emotional security allows you to really to connect to your inner authority when it comes to breaking through anything within the psyche that says, no, you can't. And your soul, the spirit connects to your soul, responds with, oh, excuse me? Oh, no, I am doing this. Because I want to, I will, and I'll go through whatever transformation I'm supposed to go through in order to be able to do. So that way I can receive more from Source that feels and knows I'm prepared for. It was already written. It was already written. So let's go ahead and take deep breaths. Inhale for 4, hold it for 4, and exhale for 4. So we're going to do the collective message, and then we'll get into the personals for those of you who are interested. Okay. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Oya. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the galaxies, the solar systems, the planets, ancestors, spirit guides that are flowing through me to connect to you all. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Upon rising, there was a blue jay. A blue jay appeared this rising. It's all about that universal wisdom. The blue jay tends to do things on its own too. The song right now, be thankful for what you got. This is my jam. Let's look at angel number 942 right quick, because I just saw 249. And that blue jay appeared 942. 942 to 944 is up there, making that good old sound. The blue jay would. Let me just, I'm going to check up more up on this. 1 second. Yeah, intelligence and communication. Being within your authenticity. blue is connected to the throat chakra, your intuition. And the more you connect to that still voice, that higher self that connects you through the throat chakra, through your intuition, the more authentic you're going to be, because it's going to send you signals as to go do this. But it's this vibe where you could be doing something that you normally do, whether if you're cleaning, working, whatever it is that you're doing, and you get this message within you that says something in accordance to what you want to do, or what you should do, or what to look at. Sometimes you could be doing something, and then you feel something within you say, turn your head to the right. May not be a person, but it could just be a logo that you see that says something that activates cells that are within you that have been dormant. And it's because you chose to follow that signal, follow that sign, to hear that message. Here now is very simple as to the way the universe can operate and get you going. So we're going to see what the winds of change that are within us all is going to bring us. Collective, this is your message. Message for the collective for 2/2/2022. The energy of the wheel, which said we was going to talk about this. It says karma, dharma, destined, inevitable, cause and effect, divine intervention, cycles, luck, but that's when preparation meets opportunity. So it's something that you've been preparing for. Now this can go either way, because you got karma and dharma here. You got fortune, rise and fall, circumstance, consequence, divine will, blind, justice, which is also connected to cause and effect. Okay, or yeah, no or, just cause and effect. So here we go. Message. What is it going to be, source, for the collective we have here? These are major arcanas and chakras. What do we have for the collective? What do we have for the collective? Shadow. Now that's the moon. We did have a new moon in Aquarius, which is all about you stepping outside the box, right? And also stepping outside the box while simultaneously feeling the pressures to conform, but you won't be, because you're stepping outside the box. And then with the North Node and Taurus, ain't nothing getting in your way. Not even you. Not even you. Let's see where the moon is at right now. I'm real animated at this point. Oh. Oh, it's about to get real mystical up in here. Moon is in Pisces at this point. In conjunction to Jupiter. Wow. Is where we at right now? Feelings of joy and happiness are magnified. But there's something about the shadow that's connected to that joy and happiness. What about it? Whoa, the third eye. 18 and 3, 183. I'm sorry, where I get 3 from? Because I said third eye, but it's 6. Let me get one more card before let me let source speak about this. What is this about? What is the moon's energy and connection to 2-2 for the collective, with the understanding, and overstanding that with the new moon in Aquarius, they were given signs of stepping outside the box in whichever area of their lives that this happened. Okay. So, the new moon in Aquarius, you're in Aquarius, it's in your first house. If you're a Capricorn, it's in your second house. If you're a Sag, that's your third house. Scorpio, fourth house. Libra, fifth house. Virgo, sixth house. Leo, seventh. Cancer, eighth house. Cancer, eighth house. Gemini, ninth house. Taurus. Well, I just lost my train of thought because I'm doing so many different things at one time. So many things I did right now. Okay. Virgo, sixth house. Leo, seventh. Cancer, eighth. Gemini, ninth. Taurus, 10th. Aries, 11th. Pisces, 12th house. This is where the new moon was for you. Now we got this moon card, which is connected to Cancer. So we're talking about something that you stepped out of your comfort zone when it comes to what you have inherited through your roots, your lineage. The face of your ancestors. Now, this can show itself up in visions where you may see a celebrity or somebody that's on social media, an influencer, but it's not them that you're looking at. It's something about them and their birthday, or whichever movie show they're connected to. And I know how I get down with the gematria. It's something that you just are able to research and connect the dots here. Okay? Aquarius is about thinking outside the box. Notice how we still on this moon card, this shadow card. Now, for the moon in conjunction to Jupiter, the moon is also connected to Piscean energy. Pisces' ancient ruler is Jupiter, as well as Neptune. Seeking belief systems. What does this have to do with the collective source? Why am I like this right now? Wisdom. Core values. The Hierophant. Studying the effects of whatever it is that you've been focusing on as it connects to your shadow side is doing what? Well, it's connected to the vision of the mind's eye. Whatever you think about, you're bringing about here. Greetings, love. Greetings. Welcome. Ooh. Purple and yellow. Is that not the planetary warrior colors in galactic signet? You see how this Aquarian energy, this is a collective message. This is the collective message. We have the shadow and wisdom. Let's get another message here. The throat chakra. 1855. Let me look at this gematria right quick. Cause we gonna take it there today. 5 is all about change too. Oh yeah, shit. 1855. You see something? The first thing on this list said, "What are you doing?" Oh, it's blue and yellow. Okay, which one is purple and yellow? Give me a second, cause I got. See, yo, give me a second here. Okay, flow with it. Flow with this. I know exactly how to find it only because I know somebody who I was searching for. Well, not searching for like that, but a reading I was doing, and that shows up. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on, man. Y'all better get y'all pens and papers or pencils or whatever. Just better go get something to write with. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. Yellow galactic warrior energy. That's where I'm going to go to find this. Yellow galactic warrior. On the return path to the stars. Let me see. Where you at? Which is the funny thing is that the yellow warrior number is 16, which is Aquarius. Down there. Why am I making it so complicated for myself? If I can just go over here and do purple and yellow. Okay. So it's not this one. We'll come back to that. However, we have here shadow, wisdom, and the throat chakra. Got Taurus energy here twice. The shadow side of that, the polarity of it will be Scorpio. Okay. And we know that that's the nodal shift that we're in. Message 2-2 for the collective. It's time. It's always time, but the time of never is like each day. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. You see how I'm channeling this energy right now? It feels like autopilot. So spirit is going to be moving a lot of you in a direction where you have no idea where you're going, but your soul knows. Your soul knows. Because it's connected to the root of it all, the primordial energy of it all. Let's get one more here. So he's doing gematria, but okay, your soul knows. Trust your instincts where you're guided to go. Back to the gematria. We go. The gematria for 1855. The first thing it said was, what are you doing? Straight like that. What are you doing? Collective, what are you doing? What are you doing with your gifts? What are you doing with this new moon in Aquarius energy? Because the next moon energy is a full moon in Leo. Now, if you go back to the new moon in Leo, where you began to manifest or plan, what are you bringing forth in this full moon in Leo energy coming up for you all? Let's go back to 1855. What are you doing? Rainbow angels standing on the land and sea. Androgynous holy guardian angel, which is temperance. Is it impossible considering your heritage? If it's meant, it will be. You look so good in love. I was destined for this moment. This is the gematria for 1855 here, y'all. Now, 810 is also 6 of Wands, victory and success, being celebrated, being recognized for your craft. We got the solar plexus here. You know you can do whatever you can do. So much so what you can't do. But what are you willing to do with what you now know? Then it says, transforming souls just popped up on the screen here. Begin with love. That's what we're going to be doing, right? That's what we're doing right now. 27:22 on the timer. Yes. And we're going to transform something here. Their polishing was of sapphire. The Sapphire Card there is all about mental force and spiritual insight. It also says, the moon shall turn red, the sun shall not shine. Blood moon, which is May 15th. Eclipse of the blood moon will be May 15, 16. Wow, this is interesting because I noticed that when I started the live, it said 5:15. Now, that's connected to the 7 of Pentacles, which is Saturn in Taurus. Saturn puts you through obstacles, challenges for you to gain the wisdom. Now, this wisdom allows you to set your heart free. And all of the messages from your heart are spiraling upward to the throat, to the third eye, to the crown. 555 right now, y'all. Once it reaches the crown, it's game time. But you have to first look inside yourself. The heart, the heart, the heart, going within, going within. You have to go within here. The shadow. $17.55. Still 555, but that's all $17.55. We look at 1817. The moon. 17 is a star card. Now, let me go over here. Because I could be like this all day. Let's get into this here. Aquarius is the water bearer. Be like water. Be like water. Be like water. Tell me about the shadow here for the collective. The shadow. Balance. Number 2. With the symbol. All 4 pillars in source. Balancing all 4 pillars in source. That balance comes with you being fearless when it comes to your integrity, your truth. Right up under this is Aries, the I am that I am. Tell me more about this balance of the shadow for the collective source. Eternal union. There it is. Now that androgynous angel, we can look at that as this energy as well. I feel like I'm bouncing through realms right now. 215. You don't know the entire story yet. You don't know the entire story yet. But continue to balance out the shadow and the light. Continue to grow on that eternal union within. New love is forming. While Venus is going back through those degrees, it just went retrograde in. It's going to pass back over those things that have become clear to you. But remember now with this 2-2 energy, you have your guides and your angels ready to help you in whatever it is that you want them to help you with by asking. Asking from your heart, asking with your truth. Ask. Ask for what it is that you want. Now, when you're asking, you can notice sometimes where you start to think about the how. That belongs to source. That belongs to source. That's another aspect of allowing the assistance to come through. By you just focusing on what is your responsibility. 10 of Wands. Give some of that up to sources. Is ready to transform that for you and balance it out. Tell me more here. New love is forming through this balance that you have collective. Compassion. 10. Today is a 10 energy day. Well, more so number 1. But compassion. Look at this blast that's happening through the crown because of the open access of the throat chakra or the illumination of the throat chakra through balancing the shadow. Balance of the shadow is bringing love to it, accepting it. February 15, 2010 for some of you may mean something. That may have stepped you into a situation where Venus was retrograde in Capricorn just like it was now, the end of December 2013 into the beginning of 2014. But something from February of 2010 created a pattern that enter you into this setting to have to take a moment to step back and say, hey, but it came back around this time again. Maybe not the same way, maybe not the people, but your response to that energy. What is wisdom about here for the collective source? Oh, galactic healer again. Whatever this is connected to the work that you do, as far as those of you who are spiritual practitioners, healers, mystics, psychics, whatever it is that you do that's connected to being outside of the box, otherworldly, the unknown, spiritual. Aquarius 17. Move forward with an open mind. Move forward with an open mind. Okay? Because you have the wisdom now, you have the resources. Like we see here with this wheel of karma, divine intervention. I almost feel like also that with all of this, you've stepped into this space where you have no choice but to trust in divine intervention. And as you continue along that journey, you become more accustomed to it. Not so much so that you're not able to shift or change when necessary. Changing at a cellular level here, collective. Through this wisdom that you gain, is like this information that you've been putting into yourself is allowing, like I said before, you hear this sign or this voice within you says turn your head to the right, and just because you see this logo, you don't even realize that something that simple can start to shift dormant cells that you have. Ascended masters. Really? Yeah. Create open communication. Look at all this opening though. I ain't gonna front. I do feel it though. Feel it all up in here. So some of you are direct channels to this information that's coming in. Because you're galactic healers. This came out yesterday in the live here. So yes, your greatest gift is connected to some pain, balance of it in this realm as we bring forth more knowledge of a higher frequency. Earth, heaven on earth, real heaven on earth. Tell me more about this wisdom energy. Channel your knowledge straight like that. Look at all of this. I mean, bruh. This shadow energy has so much power. It has compassion, it has healing, it has knowing. That's open and available to you for your channel. Some of you seems like you've been up during the night here. You need to write more if you're unable to rest. Write. channel the knowledge, bring it through, tune in, bring it through. Now this card is number 8, critical judgment. Don't fight the intuition. Don't fight it. You're going through this transformation and things are coming in as they're coming in for the process to continue. Divine intervention. Like I said, the source wants to move something. It's going to get it moving. There are times where it'll let you do you, but when it's time to get it on and popping, you're going to see that shift, whether you're prepared for it or not. You have Dark Night of the Soul, message for the collective, 2-2, number 11. Dark Night of the Soul, channel your knowledge and move forward with an open mind. You have the wisdom that is required for you to hear the messages of your intuition and to trust and follow your instinct. Throat chakra. Shine, just like we just said. 29. Okay? So, you have the wisdom from going through the dark night of the soul, of merging the highest self to the body, and bringing love to that inner child in all parts of you, all aspects of you, all parts of your journey are coming together. All parts of your journey are coming together. Tell me more about this, source. Something about the rays of the sun as well. Doesn't matter how cold it is, if you're located somewhere where it's cold at this time. But something about the rays of the sun here. Okay? And activating that throat chakra, which allows you to hear that still voice. You have here choices, number 8. Tell me more about these choices and shining here for the collective. Limitless choices. Limitless. You have the Kundalini rising, 22 coming out. Welcome. Okay. Let's see here. We have limitless, number 20. This is that judgment card where your higher self is calling you to wake up out of that slumber, out of that deep sleep you've been in. Awaken and hope. There it is. It's 1810. The moment that you wake up, victory and success. Stop hitting that snooze button. Stop hitting that 4404. The awakening. Now, in this gematria, for what are you doing? The other number connected to it was 1116. Here we have 116, which will be connected to the 4 of Pentacles. You now know what you want from the evaluation, the reflection that you've been doing. Angels and ancestors, what is your message for the wonderful collective here at this time? Let me move this out the way. We're good here. I will be getting to your personal messages shortly, okay? Angels and ancestors, what is the message for the collective? 422. Stop hitting that snooze button, Source said. There's a lot of abundance waiting for you. It's time for you to get to it. 6:11 right now. Stop hitting that snooze button. Get to it, get to it, get to it. Move in a new direction, traveler. Get to it, get moving. Get moving, Source said, okay? Get moving. Angels and ancestors, choose your path, direction. Direction, guardian. Come on, get moving. Shift your perception, air guardian. Angels and ancestors for the collective saying to choose your path. You're asking, where should I go? Source said, choose your path, and I'll take you there. Okay? Okay. Continue to see, stay in the present, but have a vision. Have a vision. Have a vision. Don't be afraid. Hold space for what it is that you want, Source is saying. Choose your path. Hold space. Open up to it. So that means you got to release things that doesn't align with that vision or the path. Set your sights higher. Yes. Set your sights higher. Something as simple as looking up in the sky, looking at the stars, sun rays, connecting with the moon, the shadow energy. That's healing. You can heal that way. But you have to believe and know. That's the way it works. That's the internal action comes to law of attraction. Believing in the knowing for it to actually respond to you and have the effect that was intended. Exchange energy to create abundance. Yes. If you're exchanging doubt, you're going to create fear in moments of being stagnant. Connect with your emotions, the water guardian is saying. The moon. Connect with your emotions. Connect with that energy inside of you. Go within. It's a part of you. What is there to be afraid of? What is there to be hesitant of? What is there to be doubtful? Go within. Exchange energy to create abundance. Everything that you change your energy with, the air, the water, the fire, the soil. Exchange energy to create abundance. Yeah, now you're going to start looking like you're weird. So, do you. So that way, that infinite, eternal healing, that galactic healing can connect to you. So you can continue to move forward. Connect with a deeper truth, a universal truth that releases you from all attachments. And now you're liberated. Choose your path, direction guardian also connects to that world guard, which is you embodying all of your past lives and holding space for you right here, right now, with all of that energy that you carry along with it. Taking the positive and the negative and exchanging to create abundance. What else in ancestors for the collective? See beyond the current situation, the seer. Blind justice, divine will, divine intervention, fortune, destined, inevitable, but you must see beyond the current situation. One more. Foundation of it all. Take charge with authority. Who are you? Who are you? And what are you doing with that knowing? Unleash the wild within. Feel loving, comforted. Source said, unleash the wild within. Unleash the force of nature within you. See beyond the current situation. See beyond what anybody thinks about what you're doing when you're exchanging energy with this land, with the elements of this land. Because the path you want to choose is the path that liberates you. Hey, if you end up gaining things that you think you'll gain through the material, but your focus is more so on that compassion. So doing what you must do to remove things that are not in alignment to that. Thank you, angels and ancestors. Archangel Gabriel, appreciation on this side. Fifth chakra, throat chakra, adjacent possibilities, journey. Here's your message. 2-2. What is bringing the collective at this time? Source has been telling you to choose your path. You've been asking, what should I do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? And let source, let your spirit guides, let the ancestors that are within you, that are ready to work through you, that have been there. They want to move. They want to do. They want to work with you. By the book. Let's see something. By the book. Abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural, family customs, universal laws. Those are options. Which book do you want to go by? What do you want to do? You want to go by social rules, conforming to society, respecting your culture, family customs, or universal laws? Because I'll tell you another thing as well. When it comes to cultures, people don't realize that that is also another aspect of life. Yes, all respect to all cultures. But notice how it also adds to the separation. Okay. So take that however it resonates. The universe works within a structure of divine laws and principles that provides a framework for human experience and evolution. the law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of thoughts, the law of compensation, and the law of nature are only a few that are known. These principles create perfect order and operate with the kind precision beyond human understanding. Even evolution has its place in universal law. Human beings, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and to conform to them rather than being a rebel and flouting them. Okay? When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance, for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to those universal laws, and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. Now, this is a powerful message, y'all, because there are certain cultures that will literally have you stepping outside of universal law because it's part of a culture or family tradition. So now going back to the message of 22 or 22, what do you want to do? Because I'm going to go by these universal laws, and some of you have been, which is where the disconnecting has started to take its course when it comes to social connections, Aquarius energy. Okay, so you're learning now to have more of a relationship with Source through these universal laws. Through the practice of universal laws, you'll build a connection that is much deeper with Source, the shadow self. Okay, let's get some more about this over here. The relationship message for by the book. Getting along with others entails understanding and respecting who they have become as a result of their environment, culture, and experience. Find a middle ground that allows the relationship to flourish while honoring the individuality of the other person. Play things by the book instead of trying to break the rules or pressure others to conform to the way you want them to do them. Your connection will deepen as a result. Prosperity. At this time, you can expect a return on your investment. That's that 2-2 energy, y'all. Whatever you have pursued, be it a dream you've long cherished, a skill you've cultivated, or a service you're called to, will come to you if you are willing to go by the book. You don't need to reinvent the wheel to be successful. By the way, under that, we have the sap, which talks about resources, flow, wealth, essence of life, spring, blood, nourishment, sweetness, energy, vitality, grounded, roots, abundant, physical health, life force. A dog just howled. I love that. 625, 2 of Cups. That's 2 of Cups energy right there. 1825 will be 8 of Pentacles. 2 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. Working on that exchange of love within, that eternal love that's forming. Ashe. By really taking a look at those obstacles, because that's Ganesh energy, to create obstacles to get you on the right path, and then remove them once you get back on it. That's what it says about the universe. You still have it. You ain't had no beauty. You still have it. Sing. Go sing. Lucky I can't put you live on here. You made your last sing right up on here. Look at here. It says release resistance, for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Now, You don't need to reinvent the wheel to be successful. Follow in the footsteps of others who have already achieved these things you're striving for. You can learn a lot by observing the structures that are already working. Your creative projects and commitment to prosperity are in alignment with the needs of the world. But impatience may tempt you to cut corners to get there more quickly. If you want to be a legend, you better be patient. Because the moment source is ready to put you out there, it's going to seem like it's overnight. It's not going to seem like you've been 101. It's not going to seem like you've been doing it for so long because you're where you want to be. But when you're not there, you feel like it's taking long. Where's your faith? Where's your faith? And where's your knowing? What are you doing? Stick with what you know works and you will attract abundance. Now, that is what I love so much about Kathy Freeman. She's an Aboriginal who was a 400-meter gold medalist, Olympic gold medalist. And that was her quote, do what you know. That was what she would tell herself. Do what I know. Do what I know. Run your race. Yo, there's so many things you can learn from the sport of track and field that are connected to life in general. Because if you go out there and run somebody else's race, that's your ass. Okay? If you go out there and run a certain part of the race the way somebody else run it, listen, they got the stamina and the speed and the certain amount of strength that they have to do that. That ain't part of your structure to be doing that. You know what I mean? So stay on your path. Protection message. Oh, the payback. James Brown. He said it. If you got a gift, you got wealth. All you got to do is do what you know. All right, let me continue. See, here we go. Now is the time for a real change in consciousness as you are incited to revolt. Challenge the structures that are limiting authentic progress. It is not enough to rebel in small ways. This is a call to revolution. Focus on what you really want to achieve, regardless of whether it feels so far outside the box that established order may reject it. Genius, invention, and transformation are rarely comfortable and less likely to be accepted by the mainstream. It may be time for you to say no to the way of your group, take a stand, and make real changes. It could be that the structure of your inner world is alerting you to the need for a complete overhaul. This is a time for transformation. So let go of the fear of change. Your intuition will lead you through the darkness. There is no turning back now. Trust that the light will dawn. Epiphanies will surely lead to miracles. Y'all know that page. It was just 10404, and that's page 44. And the next thing in here is changing the wind. Oh yeah, ashe. A sense that unseen change has been initiated. Preparation for a storm, awareness that your plans are not on firm ground, feeling a shift, uncertainty about which direction the winds will blow, like it said. What do you want? What do you want to do? Choose your path. What do you want to do? Yeah, there's changes happening. Hell yeah, every time, all the time. You got soulmates at the bottom of the deck. Telling you, this 2-2. Somebody got the key to your heart, huh? We really doing this right now? You got deep knowing at the top of the deck. What's under this? Because round and round. higher power. What do you ask? Let's get some more messages. We already an hour into this. I don't even know. No, I know what we doing. We vibing right now. I'm getting to your personal shortly. Milk and honey. Look at all this abundance, this 2-2 energy bringing you. Better get out them damn sorrows. Enough is enough. You don't got to reinvent the wheel. You ain't got to reinvent the fucking wheel. Send to yourself. Send to yourself. Okay? Milk and honey. Take you your baths. Get into your spiritual baths. Create that luxury for self. You will get. Listen. If you want to walk around here acting like you can't do something, then you're going to see more of what you can't do. If you can do it, you're going to get more of what you can do. You decide which side you're going to be on, though. It's your choice. That's the truth. For your ass. Truth be told. Slip gloss time. That ain't no specific, but that's just some lip gloss. Here we go. Milk and honey, by the book. You go by the laws of nature. You go by the laws of the universe. Milk and honey. 51. That's 6. Or we could look at this as the Hierophant and the Magician. Ooh, you got all the tools. You know exactly what to do. Like I said, 1855. What are you doing? What are you doing with this unfinished symphony that you still connected to? There's an unfinished symphony that you're connected to. Either detach from the shit, detach from the old way of it, regroup, and get back in there, play. Get back in. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Especially when you go by those universal laws, you really see life from a whole nother point of view. But that's where they say, first the truth will piss you off, then it will set you free. Because you're going to realize the way things were set up to control and plant seeds of fear rather than growth, liberation, joy. Tell me more about this over here. We're gonna clarify this with some tarot cards. Unfinished symphony and attachment. What is your advice for the collective here? What is this? Music. Music. It'll help with the throat chakra, singing, so that way you can connect to the intuition that actually activate it. Work on it. 8 of Pentacles. What is this about? Let's see. Advice. I said advice. Advice to this attachment to unfinished symphony. Advice to this unfinished. Advice for this attachment of this unfinished symphony. Advice. The King of Pentacles. Hey. Courage. You need the courage, eh? You have to get organized here. Get organized. Something about being organized. But this is also connected to a Taurus or not being emotionally stable. And it keeps bringing you back into this karmic cycle, welcome, beloved, this karmic cycle of an unfinished symphony for you to get clear as to what it is at the root of it all that's not allowing you to fully connect to your emotional security, being stable. So that way you can create this generational wealth where your finances ain't doing this here. Eight of Pentacles. Get to work. I'm gonna ask you again, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because this is Taurus again, connected to that wisdom card. The throat chakra. This, yeah, we get into your message shortly. Here we go. Tell me more about this. Attachment, unfinished symphony. Some of you may still be connected to a Taurus or earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That source is saying it could be a certain belief or, what people say you should be in, or family or culture that's making you feel like you should be connected to this, but it's disconnected to your dharma, your purpose. What is this about? The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. That's the wounded healer. This is something you keep going back to and you keep experiencing the same shit. Message for the collective. 2-2. 2 is about companionship, partnership, stability. Okay? Infinite possibilities if we're talking about the high priestess. But we're also talking about master builders, building a legacy. If whatever this is you keep going back to takes you off track, what are you doing? What are you doing? Delays. There have been delays. In order for you to see it from a different perspective. But are you following that different perspective, the intuition that continues to tell you, because this message that comes through is not going to come the way you expect it, or this reassurance, or some of you wanting reassurance that you don't need reassurance in. You just need to trust in the unknown, trust the messages that you're getting from source 113, that it's time to transform, it's time to change, it's time to shift. Tell me more about this wounded healer with this Taurian energy that the collective here is attached to with this unfinished symphony. Could this be work? Could be. Going by the book. Because you have this certain degree, you feel like you should be doing this, or you didn't finish and you feel like you should, but then is that connected to your purpose? I mean, this can go so many different ways, y'all. Life is about experience. Queen of Swords. Now we know the Queen of Swords, if she don't know who she is, this Libra energy, you enter relationships without a backbone and everybody can take advantage of you. You're constantly on one side, you're on this side, you're on one side, you're on this side, until you know yourself and you say, wait a minute. Hold up. This don't add up. This ain't balanced. Because your vitality and your life force constantly gets stripped away, because that Libra energy is also really gaining a higher perspective, but through confrontation. But how much confrontation do you need to experience before you say enough is enough? What are you doing? So that's that. And you got the Two of Swords, which is Moon and Libra, emotions connected to partnerships. How often are you going to keep thinking about what no longer serves. When you got this 2-2 energy, that all you got to do is ask source, meditate, release yourself, dance, do the things that you love to bring in more of that. Just, that's what the card is saying. You're a Libra. You gotta know who you are. You gotta get that fire in you. Yeah. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to your messages right now, as a matter of fact, and then we'll come back to collective with a tarot spread. All right. So 3545. This is your message. Energy update for you, my dear. Let's go to surrender first. What is the message here? Message, can you? All right, here's your message. Here's your message. Here you go. Message of surrender. What must she surrender, source? What must she surrender? What must she surrender? What must she surrender? Surrender to passion is the foundation of your message. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Okay? That's your first message here. For your energy update, 222. Get out of your head, little mama. Get out of your head. Feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Okay? Let's see what you have come out here to assist you with that. Message to assist her with this. We have surrender fear at the bottom currently with surrender the drama. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Stay centered. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. Now, when it comes to drama, you got to be honest with yourself also. If there's an energy around you, or are you the one, okay, that's bringing forth the drama? Got to be honest with yourself here. We have surrender fear at the bottom of the deck. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. Okay? So surrender the drama. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. All right? Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. All right, little mama, so that's your message. Here we have surrender the drama. Next for you, 3545, here's your message. Surrender to effortlessness. Okay. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Stop pushing so hard. Let me get more on this view here. Let me get more on that. I'm reading your message. I'm just being mindful, okay? Okay. All right. Here we go. Tell me more about this 4. We have happy family in reverse that dropped out the deck. Okay. And we have Y at the bottom of the deck. So 4, happy family in reverse, and then we have Y upright. Under that you have peace. This is Can't be afraid to let go of a situation that you know is not serving you. Okay? So, let me tell me more about this for her source. Okay. Soulmates comes out. Okay. Come to the edge. Yep. Got to know yourself, beloved. Yes. It's time for you to release that. Okay? It's time for you to release it. It's time for you to let it go. You know that's not something you deserve. You know that's not something you deserve. So now you got to put the work in. You got to do what you're supposed to do and remove yourself from that situation. Okay? Got to take this leap of faith and remove yourself. It's only going to better you. Tell me more. We have soulmates come to the edge. Time to go. You've been doing more than enough. Okay? There are things that you have to personally heal from also. That if you're not healing that which is within, it's going to make you codependent of energies that are easily going to be able to manipulate, is what we call it. Knowing thyself is huge. Okay? Continue to trust in the Most High. Continue to trust in the Most High. Call on your ancestors and your spirit guides to move you. But you got to believe and know that that's something that can happen. That's what works. Better call on that Kali energy. Goddess of the Moon is at the bottom of the deck here with the yin and yang, 22. Welcome, 22. What's the message here? Between worlds. Tell me more. Man holding a heart. You got to get your heart back. You got to get your power back. You got to get your power back by doing so, by saying so, by moving so. Goddess of the Moon is telling you to connect with your intuition, that divine feminine force. Now, that divine feminine force has the force of nature. It can wipe out this entire space of all beings if it wanted to. It's okay to feel that. Okay? Yes, it does hurt, because what hurts actually is the disconnect that your spirit has from your soul, where it was telling you this is not something you should be doing. Cause and effect. This is why it's important to look at life from the universal laws. This is why I always also say that when I do these messages, I hear you, I feel you, I get it. But we got to step up now and be a lot more wiser and really look at the situation. Don't condemn yourself for what you've done, because this is all part of your process. Because I'm pretty sure you ain't going to do that shit again. And don't think you won't have time to experience love again. Remember, time is an illusion. Things will happen in your journey to wake you up and say, enough is the fuck enough. I ain't doing this no more. But you see how much pain you done experienced on the opposite side of that? The joy that you about to feel is greater. Just as great. Just as great as pain that you experienced, just as great as joy you about to experience. But you got to start the shift. You got to start moving. You got to come to edge. It's time to go. Look at that, 45. Man holding a heart, time to go. You got to switch the narrative. That's all you got to do. Switch the narrative. Stop telling yourself that why they do this to me, well, things like that happen because we allow them to happen. You got to take that heart back. You got to put that back into you. You got to put that life back into you. Today's a magical, it's a massive day today for that type of energy. Okay. Angels and ancestors, what's the message here for her? Angels and ancestors. Don't worry about who it was. Have your moment. But get your emotions the fuck up on out of there. As to who it is, why they do this. Fuck all that. Get your heart back. Get your power back from the entire situation. You got to put your foot down. You got to decide when you going to say enough is the fuck enough. Angels and ancestors. Can't give people that much power. You can't give people power to make you happy. That's a self-doing thing. Nobody's here to make you happy. They can add to it. Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. Tell me more about this. Love and let yourself be loved by yourself. Unlock the magic within. Unlock it. Unlock the heart, because here's another thing. When the heart's closed and you're not connected to it, you'll be more susceptible to these energies because you keep giving that cup. Even if your cup ain't full, you keep giving. Then they'll have you doing other things that you know that you shouldn't be doing, but you do it because now you've created this pattern. Take note of intuitive messages. That's the moon again. Tell me more. Take note of intuitive messages. Dream and journey. And then you have retreat and recharge. It's time to go. It's time to get your life back. It's time to get your life back. Like I said, don't worry about who it is or what they do. Look at it and be like, okay, that's what it is. But I ain't doing this no more. Because you know the effects of it. Okay. I'm sending you nothing but love and clarity and strength. As a matter of fact, we're going to do this right after this message for you here. What do you advise her to do, Source? What do you advise her to do? What do you advise her to do? Go for where victory and success is by releasing the limitation and the fear. Ending it and finding a new path. Ashe. Send her peace and love, y'all. Ashe. Come through, warriors. Come through. 613. More than likely, that's a reflection of your fear, too. But what you do is you gotta give love to that shadow. You gotta actually call it in so it can help you do these dark spaces. Because when you're full of light, the shadow won't be able to connect to you and bring you out of these situations to balance it out. Here goes your card coming out, Libra. And then you have 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So this is all about Venus and Virgo, but Venus and Virgo can easily accept abusive situations because it's always wanted to give. Light. You got to know when to say no without explaining yourself. But there are things within you that you have to get comfortable with and telling you yourself no, this is not who I am. I'm more than this. I'm worth more than this. You got the 6 of Wands, the Death card, and Justice. Anytime you see something like that of a shadow is because you're seeing a reflection of yourself. Everything that's outside of you is a reflection of you. Yeah, including that situation. This is when we start to take authority of a lot of things here, because there's a key that we're given to connect to all of this energy that's within us. Now we're showing outside of us. So if you lack love, you're going to be connected to situations that operate the same way. And love is also allowing people to be on the path that they're on without judging them in a way that you want them to do things how you want them to do them, like kind of like that by the book message that we was looking at not too long ago. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Heavenly Creator, Mother and Father, in the name of Christ, we come asking for your help and partnership for you to forgive every person that has hurt her, offended, abused, or mistreated her. We come together in canceling the influence of the spirit of offense, the spirit of abuse, the spirit of molestation, the spirit of abandonment, the spirit of manipulation, every other spirit that has taken the occasion of her pain to secure a place of influence in her life. We now thank you for unraveling the knots of influence that has been created between her and anyone who has been used as an instrument of deception and distraction by these spirits. We pull down the stronghold of unrighteous attractions that reside in her soul and intend to cancel her freedom. She forgives and does not seek apologies or closure from offenders. She only seeks liberation of her soul. She lets them go and reclaims control of her life and future. Amun-Ra, Ashe, Aibobo, so shall it be. Okay? So, greetings, my love. Greetings. Greetings. It's done. 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 Okay. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Let me say that one more time. Let's do that one more time. Heavenly Creator, Mother and Father, in the name of Christ, we come asking for your help and partnership so she can forgive every person that has hurt her, offended, abused, or mistreated her. We collectively cancel the influence of the spirit of offense, the spirit of abuse, the spirit of molestation, the spirit of abandonment, the spirit of manipulation, every other spirit that has taken the occasion of her pain to secure a place of influence in her life. Now we thank you for unraveling the knots of influence that has been created between her and anyone who has been used as an instrument of deception and distraction by these spirits. We pull down the stronghold of unrighteous attractions that reside in her soul and intend to cancel her freedom. We forgive, she forgives, and does not seek apologies or closure from offenders. She only seeks liberation of her soul. She lets them go and she reclaims control of her life and her future. Amun Ra, Ashe, Aibobo, so shall it be. I'm gonna have me shifting up in this motherfucker for real. This is when to redefine yourself as righteous and be in accordance to the will of God that is within you. Heavenly Mother and Father, we thank you for giving her a self-revelation. She knows she has allowed her past mistakes to define her. She knows that she may have had limited views of possibilities. Because this is written in I. So I'm going to say this in I form, okay? First person for you. Take this in for yourself, okay? Heavenly Mother and Father, you can even repeat after me as I say it. Heavenly Mother and Father, I thank you for giving me a self-revelation. I have allowed my past mistakes to define me. I have limited my view of possibilities to a false sense of unworthiness. My choices, consciously and subconsciously, have been according to this diminished self-view. My relationship choices have been severely impacted by my inability to see myself as you do, Source, Infinite Creator. I ask you to purge every part of my soul that is stricken with broken self-perspective. Reveal my true worth and give me a sincere desire to cleanse my heart from compromise. Help me to forgive myself and to accept your grace, forgiveness, and your view of me. I surrender every relationship that I have developed to your oversight and influence. I give you permission to influence my heart against every relationship that is based on my former sense of worthlessness. I declare that I am free from every stronghold of self-condemnation and poor self-perspective. In the name of the infinite creator, Mama Universe, the Son, Christ, Amun Ra, Ashe, Aibobo, so shall it be. R.C. Blakes. Listen. Look into R.C. Blakes and Carlton Pin. They'll help you shift. R.C. Blakes and Carlton Pearson. That's where I got those prayers from. R.C. Blakes. It's all about breaking soul ties. Elohim. That's a powerful message because you more than likely ain't the only one. You know, somebody else is going to come across this and realize, wait a minute. Today begins your new life. 7:07 right now. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's one thing because I was baptized as a child too. I was part of with my parents, I was part of an Episcopalian congregation. So yeah, I had my moments being that church girl. But once I started running track, it was lit. I ain't have to go to church. But then what started to happen was self-revelation as to what everything was, you know. But still merging where I've come from with all that is. This is all part of our journeys, you know what I mean? But yes, that is your message, love. All right, y'all. Collective. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. Collective message 222 for the abundance that's coming in for you all. Excuse me. 1 second. Wait a minute. Let's clear this up though. My thing is, it's saying with it being on Yah's Day, tools like these are always amazing to use, but it embodies the energy within. So that energy automatically gets cleansed. But we're gonna do this anyway. I already know that energy clear. Love and protection and guidance, courage, strength to all. Can I give me a second? Hold on. While this clears out. Yeah. Can you see in my background? Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. I'm here. Hello. Hi, how are you doing? My name is Alba Pandera. Okay. Here we go, y'all. This is collective now. Okay. Clear that energy up for real. Yeah. All right. It's real hot. Let's see. It's not too hot. Got hot hands. There we go. Right there. All right, collective. Here we go. For those of you who are still here, take a deep breath. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Release for 4. Do it 4 times and type done. And then we'll go. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2. I want some plátano chips. Oh, my Dominican ass. Here we go. Ashe, 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 love. Here we go, y'all. Collective. Collective. As soon as you're done taking those breaths, type done. Message for the wonderful collective 2-2. Here's your message. 2-2. Shit. Here we go. Message for the collective 2-2. The hyena with the otter at the bottom of the deck. The otter is basically a lot. It's happiness. It's just that innocence, that the purity of the child within you. Happy, allowing you to create, because you're no longer masking the pain through like jokes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's just more so. We ain't talking about like not on no Kevin Hart type thing, because he's mastered it and turned it to a power or his gift. You know what I mean? Well, it depends. I don't know everybody's life, but Let's see what this hyena talking about. Hyena is the first message collective, 222. Humor, wit, sarcasm. The hyena personality is a jokester and crowd pleaser, but below the surface, there are unfulfilled dreams to be realized. When the hyena card appears, it's time to reflect on your reliance on sarcasm and humor to express your truth. Are you using jokes? Are you using jokes to hide old resentments in relationships or to mask things that you feel uncomfortable discussing? What would happen if you took your goals seriously? So that's something you can ask yourself. We continue on this message collective. What would happen if you took your goals seriously? Because 222 is all about you building, master builder, building a legacy. When you're in balance, you're charming, witty, which is also connected to the King of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Swords. It's like you go for yours and you're fun to be around. When you're out of balance, you're scrappy, petty, and suspicious. To bring into balance, sobriety. So this fasting from something that allows you to have or step back into self-control. Okay. Now the Otter's message collective. The Otter's message here. Michael Jackson is playing. The Otter's message here. That's like Michael Jackson. He's fun to be around. He had this innocence, this childlike energy, but people couldn't understand him because it wasn't the norm to them. Different topic. Unobstructed joy, playfulness, contentment. That's interesting that Michael Jackson is playing, but the Jackson 5, Michael, the younger version, where he experienced a lot of things. And it's all about like really, going within and really handling those things from your childhood because it comes up in so many different ways along the cycles of life that it'll remind you, you got to clean this up. You got to clean this up so that way you can bring forth the creativity that comes with that essence of, the inner child. Says unobstructed joy, playfulness, and contentment. Perhaps the most joyful creature within the animal spirit deck, the otter represents absolute bliss. Otter energy is the playfulness of a child available to us at any age. They have a giddiness and reverence for life itself without the presence of doubt, worry, or skepticism. Imagine yourself with a little more otter energy. What would your life look like? So there's a question again. What would your life look like if you took your goals seriously? And then what would your life look like if you allowed yourself to be more in this otter energy of unobstructed joy? What would it take to bring you there? The otter card begs these questions and wants to transport us to that precious place as soon as possible. The celebration awaits. When you're in balance, you're full of love and need nothing. When out of balance, gloomy signs make silly excuses. To bring into balance, dance, party, or celebration. All right. So let's go to, and then we have the lamb at the bottom of it. Don't sacrifice yourself for things that are not going to be there for you in the long haul. Okay, here we go. Let's go to the hidden worlds message for the collective to connect to this. So what would their life look like if they connected to unobstructed joy, bliss, prosperity, abundance, connected with like-minded souls, stronger long-term connections of love? Hidden worlds, what's the message for the collective? 2-2. 722 right now. I don't feel like you're using this enough. Let me see. No. So that, okay. Whatever you don't think is what you should be doing is what you should be doing. It's like the moment you release control, the moment you release control of when it's coming or when it's going to shift, do what you can control each and every day to bring joy into your life. There's obviously something you can do that you enjoy doing that brings you joy. You do that shit every day, as often as you want. We have here from the Hidden Worlds message, introversion, seeker, and self-knowledge. You're on a sacred journey. And it's on this sacred journey, 30 or 3, you'll be able to communicate to the God within, so without. That's going to bring forth all of the things that you want, all of the resources that's necessary for you to evolve. Divine intervention, call it in. That's it'll do it once you do it, once you ask for it. Okay. Let's look more into this here. Then we'll go into the tarot. You have walked alone for some time now. You have turned inwards to take the to that great path that lies inside of all of us, and have taken its many tributaries into the soul of your own self. You have discovered the things so many hide from themselves, and you have brought them to the surface, examined them, and found their beauty and their sorrows. And after knowing them, integrating them, and have gone deeper still. Let me read that again. You have discovered the things so many hide from themselves, and you have brought them to the surface, examined them, and found their beauty and their sorrows. And after knowing them, integrating them, have gone deeper still. Within that silent place at the heart of you, there is another temple, the temple of your soul, where your precious, most secret heart has laid in wait for you. Asleep in beauty, a wise wizard at the gate of your truth, and you have kissed your soul and accepted the whole of yourself. With this comes the reawakening and a return to the world. Now, your stillness and repose, which all the world has seen but not understood, will begin to express the wisdom it found at the heart of you. This is beautiful. Too many journeys outwards expecting to find the answers externally in gurus and teachers and places and other people and medicines and therapies, and all have their part to play. But if we do not seek the chalice within, we cannot drink from the cup of our soul, the crystalline waters of the self, and this, friend, you have done. The journey you have taken within has been challenging and full of risk, but you have made it to the center of you. And now that you know what treasures lies within you, you can rise again and re-enter the world and know fully who you are and why you are here. And this is going to become much clearer for you all around this full moon in Leo. What is that, the 17th? Let me see. The 16th. Okay. The illumination for this card. My time of deep quiet leads to personal breakthroughs. My time of deep leads to personal breakthroughs. My time of deep quiet leads to personal breakthroughs. Let's get a message of surrender for 222 so you can connect deeper to this self-knowledge and drink from the chalice of your soul. What must the collective surrender source? To drink from the chalice of their soul, to drink from the chalice of their soul, to drink from the chalice of your soul, surrender to joy. The key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during the both and during the both hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. And at the bottom of the deck, you have surrender to play, the otter's message. All right, collective. So take a break from overthinking the goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. Let's get to the tarot spread. Let's do it. Let's do this. Here we go, y'all. Let's go here. Let's go to the vice versa. That's what we gonna do. You heard me? It's time to go. You got Virgo in your chart, you realize the entitled. Okay. Here we go. The theme for your tarot spread, collective 2-2. What's this? Confidence is the key to your destiny. To overcoming the challenges within the destiny that's connected to your fated path, the soul's path, to drink from the chalice of your soul. What's the theme here for the collective 2-2? Balance and intuition. 2-2. The more you understand and overstand that stillness, that introversion, the seeking of self, knowledge of self, to connect to your soul, balance is inevitable. The spiritual can get you to so much more in the physical world if you just listen to the still voice within you and sip from the glory of eternity, unconditional love. Sacrifice at the bottom of the deck. 2-1-1-1-2. 1-1-1-22. Calling in whatever it is that you desire right now, collective. As long as you surrender to play, you surrender to joy each and every day, yeah, things are going to happen around you. But nothing is supposed to steal your joy unless you allow it to. Okay. Furthermore, intuition and balance. Foundations and achievements. Alignment, Ashe. 4 wands. Venus and Aries, core values about who you are, that life force. That's what brings forth the strength to this Libran energy. Strength for you to really see the feedback, you're getting from the outside world. Is this in connection to what you truly want, to what you truly love to do? Is this connected to the worth that you have considered for yourself? Or is this something that is diminishing you? Foundations and achievements is what this spread is going to talk about here, 2-2. And your spiritual strength. Again with the 9 of Wands energy. waiting game. Okay. So some of you are still on that process and, waiting for the shift to happen. Release that. It's going to happen when it's supposed to, divine timing. You just focus on whatever you want to do that brings you joy. Memories of love. What do you love to do? What memories of love do you have that brings forth happiness? Focus on that. Here we go. Current situation. Interesting. Current situation. That's the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, hey, I'm here for it. Two of Swords. Let's see here. What is the message for the collective? 2-2. That was the Three of Pentacles. But these have to fall out. Okay. Page of Cups. Now, this side of the Page of Cups is really offering your emotions even in shallow waters. But you got to be mindful of that because of the waiting game that you have here, foundations and achievements and wanting things to move forward. And to be mindful of whatever it is that you're taking in, especially when there's a clean slate in the way that you feel, where you're feeling better. You feel like there's things moving forward. So because things are moving forward, you have to be more mindful as to what you take in now to not repeat the same old cycle, especially after balancing that inner voice so that you can hear it. Okay. Here we have the King of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Now this King of Cups here, looking away towards the water, towards the opening of the water, is really analyzing and reflecting on that divine feminine aspect, the emotions or the feelings, really being able to hear beyond with this dolphin energy. It's also about a spiritual connection as well here for some of you. Tell me more about this Page of Cups. The Three of Swords. The challenge is for this Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups also talks about 5 days, within the next 5 days. And within the next 5 days, Mercury will be going direct, but it will be in a shadow phase of going direct. So you'll now have within 5 days, Venus and Mercury going direct. By this point, you should already know what you do not want, what you do want in your surroundings. You have experienced enough challenges, obstacles, to be able to discern where it is that you want to go, what it is that you want to do. Okay. I want to see about this here. A heartbreak or a betrayal takes one sword to pierce the heart, and the emotions represented here are overkill. There may be a deliberate cruelty or enjoyment in inflicting pain. You have fought well, but it's time to stop. If you are the one who is stabbing the heart shield, recognize that the damage is done. You don't need to make it worse. This is on page 133. So this is where the balance of the intuition, it's like enough is enough. Okay. In any area of your life. Because for those of you who are still here, that new moon Aquarius. Now, if you're in Aquarius, it was in your first house, Capricorn, second, and I'm going backwards. So Aquarius, first house, Capricorn, second, Sagittarius, third house, Scorpio, fourth house, Libra, fifth house, Virgo, sixth house, Leo, seventh house, Cancer, eighth house, Gemini, ninth house, Taurus, 10th house, Aries, 11th house, Pisces, 12th. So the new moon in Aquarius, that's where that moon energy was in regards to the area of your life, sun, moon, or rising of those signs. So at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Notice the Ankh, the key of life in this garden. as the outline of this garden. Your key to life for some of you, yes, has been all of this overkill and all of this betrayal that you've been experiencing, whether it was work, family, lovers, friends. This is why your current situation collected for 2-2. And I'm also sensing we have the waiting game and the intuition, right? Source is waiting for you to ask for everything that it is that you want. If that's clarity, ask for it. Clarity for what? Ask for that. Clarity for what to do what? Ask for that. Don't just be general with it. Okay? Get to the bottom of what it is that you're asking for. Here we go. The base of this, we have the 6 of Pentacles. And as I said, ask for it. You can look at this as source, looking at what it is that you're asking for, waiting to give it to you. Now, this is also connected to the moon in Taurus. Now, there will be an eclipse on the 30th. Let me see. New moon, Taurus. New moon, Taurus, April 30th. Yes. And we have the South Node in Taurus. So with the new moon in Taurus, right, there's a clean slate in your emotions, the stability of your emotions and the way you see yourself. Ashe. And it's also an eclipse. Things are going to end and immediately something new begins. So it's almost like that reciprocity, that equal give and take. The moment you give to source what no longer serves you, it's willing to drop down this new 6. Straight like that. You got the moon, you got Mercury, you got Saturn, you got Jupiter, you got Mars and Venus here. So when it comes to your personal energy, we're looking at the moon, Mercury, Mars, and Venus as it connects to the way you want to expand in areas of work and who you want to connect with as well. Whenever you call me, I'll be there. Make sure that's being reciprocated. Whenever you call somebody or whenever they call you, you're there. But when I call them, make sure they're there too. But don't force anybody to be. But this is something to be aware of. So you're not sitting here putting yourself in situations that later on down the line you got to heal from. In the immediate past, what do we have? Look at that. As we said that. This is the Empress and the 5 of Pentacles. Now, the 30th of April is basically like the cusp between the 5 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. 5 of Pentacles is Mercury and Venus. This is Mercury in Taurus, Moon in Taurus. And this is the Empress, which is Taurus energy. A lot of Taurian cards, Taurus cards here. Wasn't that the energy yesterday? 5, 6, 7 of Pentacles? Okay. This North Node in Taurus ain't playing. It's not playing. It's not playing. It's not playing. It's not playing in the sense of the way you nurture yourself, the way others nurture you, and is there balance in that? If not, with the South Node in Taurus, that shit got to go, and it will go. Because like it says, for by the book, you don't have to rewrite the wheel. You just have to follow the laws of the universe. Cause and effect is one. So with this Empress card on this side, this is basically you looking ahead, moving beyond this energy of feeling left out, feeling betrayed. That's in your immediate past. But you're also doing the work and realizing that, oh, okay, this was all a part of the process for me to clear this energy out and realize who I am so I can step back onto my throne and not step the fuck back off of it anymore. Okay, here we have the Queen of Swords becoming crystal clear about it all. Looking ahead also. They're all, these everybody here looking ahead. There's other sides to it. Everybody here so far is looking ahead. What's your vision? Are you in alignment to what you want or to what you don't want? Because we have here on the other side of the deck, the Six of Wands, victory and success. But let's see what you have coming up here. This was at the bottom. What's crowning this message? This is the potential right here. That was the Queen of Wands. Temperance. Healing of the mind. You see that sulfur symbol in Mercury? Major healing when it comes to the mind. Clearing the mind. So that way the path can be clear because the mind is connected to the path. Look at that pineal gland here. The mind's eye. The alchemy of the dark and the light. Realizing that both are necessary to become whole and for this healing process to be. Okay. Basically, this temperance card right here is looking at who this would be, you, the hangman, as you have yourself in the moment to see things from a higher perspective. Upside down, allowing the delay to be what it is and allowing divine timing to take its course. And we have, as we're sitting here talking about the mind, clearing it up, is the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. But the other side of the Six of Wands, but this is still victory. But you can see the battle here, the battle wounds. But it brings you the victory, strength in spite of the adversity. In the immediate future, 2-2. Yeah, there's Six of Wands again. But this side of justice with Hades energy, this is connected to Pluto. Like this, the way Pluto is set up right now, I'll tell you right now, you don't want to fuck around. You do not want to fuck around with this Pluto energy right now. And it's about to return for the U.S., which means there's a lot of things that's going to be ending, but for the greater purpose, right? You can look at this as birth, giving birth. So much pain happens through it. But the moment you deliver that seed, that joy, that bundle of joy, you look at it, or most do, majority do, right, as something that they'll do again. This is what I was saying before, where by the book message, not focusing on when something's going to happen, because once it arrives, your mentality is going to switch and you're going to be like, oh, it wasn't that long. So where was your faith before all of this went off? Bring more joy, surrender to play, enjoy the process, because that's literally what Source is waiting for most of you to do. Waiting for you to be at peace with the process as your foundations and achievements are coming closer and closer to you. What you have in the immediate future is the Magician, as above, so below, okay? Working on what it is that he actually wants to do here, he or she, feminine or masculine. Now with this Knight of Pentacles, this is going back to that message as well, where not knowing where to go or how to move, do what you know in the current moment. Do what you know right here and right now. And you'll be shown where to go. Focus on the resources that you have to create with what it is that you have already. I'm going to look more into this Knight of Pentacles here for y'all, though. Welcome, love. Ooh-wee. It says night has fallen, and the knight and the horse are still immobile. The knight's posture seems more slumped and tired, and his horse is weary from waiting. The knight has a handful of wheat stalks tucked into his belt. Tucked into his belt. What he hides from the world is a sense of failure or of having somehow missed his chance for greatness. He wonders if it's too late to make a turn in his life, head out into the unknown lands again. The wheat is symbolic of more fruitful times when the harvest of his life looked to be a rich one. Now, these few stalks are souvenirs of what he has put behind him. And the magician on that side this deck is amazing. The way they just designed this and put it all together, I love it. I love it. Let me see. That's why I like looking at what they say about it. And this really confirms the Knight of Pentacles energy, where it says there is a threshold time for your endeavor and a time where new creations want to push through. Deepen and pull your energy inward. One of the tenets of magic is keep silent. If you find your endeavors are stalling or not progressing at the pace you wish, move into the silent, dark space within you and focus. Magic requires concentration and freedom from distraction. The power is there, but you must bring it forth yourself. And the fact that you have this at the top of the spread is basically saying that regardless of what any of these cards say, you're being given the power to transform a situation here and to bring it to balance. But it's through patience and silence and stillness is the way this will operate and make a move here. Okay. Let's see what's the advice. What's the advice here for the collective? It's the Ace of Pentacles wanted to pop through here, this side of it. But let's see. What's the advice? The Two of Wands. Looking ahead. Seeing beyond the current situation. Now, here we have a new dawn. It's coming. That's all sources saying. What you want is coming. There's a waiting game, yes, Two of Wands. But it's building a foundation and setting you up for achievements more than you can even imagine. So it's what I'm feeling from this is, do you want what source has for you right now, or do you want the full development of what it is? 2-2. It's the master builder. It's the building of a legacy. Do you want another job, or do you want generational wealth? What's in the environment for the collective? What's in the environment for the collective? And it fell right on top of the Temperance card. Strength, Leo energy, creativity. There's going to be something that you're going to have to take a risk on, which means there's going to be a moment where you center yourself and listen for when it's time to go, or make a move, or hit certain marks to get the process going. Taming the ego. No excuses. Not making up excuses for yourself. Especially if there's something that you wanted to do, you stop doing and wondering if you can still do it. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. As long as you're willing to put the work in. You can do whatever you want to do. Tell me more about this energy here. Tell me more. That's the Ace of Wands one to pop through. That's why you got to tame the ego, because there could still be a present of just this energy of drama. Okay. But this is what I'm feeling from this. This is when Venus goes back those same degrees it just went retrograde in, as it passes back over it. That's one thing you got to put into yourself when you when you see these planets go retrograde. They're moving one way and they got to come back and they got to go back over it. But this is a moment for you to be aware. You know what it is now. Something from the past or some type of shit may come back around. Trust what you know. Trust what you know. You had enough time, a lot of retros and going this way to get you to reflect and realize, oh, okay. Because like we have here is the current situation. I'm actually going to, let's read what that say. Let's read what that say. That Page of Cups. It's similar to what we were saying, but I want to read it the way it has it here. What did it say? A young man clad in a court garb of a page stands at the edge of a quiet sea. His tunic bears a pattern of lotuses, which is all about spiritual transformation too. Small wavelets splash softly against his long cloak, which is the color of the calm ocean behind him. He holds a silver chalice from which a fish is leaping. His attitude is gentle, passive, perhaps subservient. This is a kind person. His heart is innocent and his intentions are pure. He holds the cup of love, but the fish symbolizes this is spiritual love, not carnal, at least not yet. This person prefers peace to passion for the time being. He is content to stay in the shallow waters of emotion for now. Yep. So with this spiritual essence of love and all of this betrayal that you have experienced in the past, is like no more. Yeah, it's no more. It's no more. But that doesn't mean that it's not coming up again. Okay. And like waves, they come in and out. Let it do just that. Let those feelings or those thoughts, they may come back through because something may present itself again, like I said, in the physical. But for what you're hoping for, right? It's patience, compassion, clarity. Source, what is the message for the collective? Trust your intuition. You got the High Priestess twice. Balance out the physical with the spiritual. That's what Source said. Balance the spiritual with the physical. There goes the Emperor on the other side. Because you have spirit guides, ancestors, galactic ancestors, cosmic ancestors that are putting partnerships together for you that match this spiritual vibration that you are now on. Maybe more, but nothing less. Ashe. What's the outcome here? What is the outcome? What is the outcome here for the collective? That was the Ten of Pentacles again that went to pop through. The same side of it too. What is the outcome? That's the Page of Pentacles. We're going to take this side because it fell in reverse. So here we have the wheel. What's the outcome? The Wheel of Karma. The card that we started with in the beginning. Karma, dharma, inevitable, cause and effect, divine intervention, fortune, rise and fall, ebb and flow, circumstance, consequence, divine will, blind justice. That's bringing forth what? Resources, needed material, flow, wealth, essence of life, spring, blood, nourishment, sweetness, energy, vitality, grounded roots, abundant physical health, life force. There goes that Ankh again with that key of life, the Ace of Pentacles. Some of y'all are going to receive a lot of great new beginnings, whether it's work, home, partnerships, or if you're in the partnership now, you're going to see that it blossoms into a higher level of commitment. Look at that when it comes to work, and then you have victory and success on this side. There's somebody out there that wants to invest in whatever it is that you're doing. So for those entrepreneurs that are embarking on their new businesses, listen, you got the wheel of fate on your side. You just got to keep trusting your intuition, keep trusting that divine timing. Allow things to unfold as they should. But keep doing what you know, keep handling what you can control. Okay? So, y'all, that is your message. We gonna pause it right there. That's what we gonna do. We gonna pause it right there. Because like it says, foundations and achievements. You feel like you're in the waiting game, but it's coming to you. You gotta think now. Do you want the legacy, or do you want to keep working for somebody? You want to stay at that job, or do you want to build a legacy? Gosh, thank you for being here.